My request today for the board is that when you have other citizens make requests, that you think about those requests and not necessarily jump and implement those. The example is Ms. Rycke Brown has gone on KJO radio yesterday, and she said that she was appalled at last week's commissioner meeting. She also sent letters to the board and to the mayor stating that I was crowing about our victory of the levy not passing last week, that I was attacking the commissioners, and I talked directly to the public. I went and I looked at the speech that I gave last week, and basically none of this applies.
You constantly are looking at the camera, Ms. Cassanelli, not the board.
Excuse me, when we have addressed this board for months and months and months, you have not looked at the citizenry here. You look down at your papers and you pretend that you're
writing something.
Yes, and busy doing other things. So because I look at that camera, I am no different than Rycke Brown, who comes here week after week after week and advocates to the citizenry of Josephine County to that camera. She encourages people to vote for legislation to legalize pot. She encourages the citizens of Josephine County to cut their weeds. She is not just addressing the board. She gets up here.
I think you should, though, just address the board. I think that's important.
But what's good for the goose is good for the goose. And you know something? She has no right to ask you to infringe my public right to speak at these meetings. No, she does not.
When she right to ask us.
So now we're dialoguing, and I can't have my 3 minutes. This is nice, you know. When we have issues to bring before you, we cannot dialogue, but you constantly interrupt me so that I cannot present what I have to present for 3 minutes. Do you see the illogic behind this? Do you see that Rycke Brown must be smoking a little bit too much?
Cassanelli, your time has expired, and please, in order to have a time next week, you better stop.
Oh, and next week, will you not interrupt me when I speak so I can have my 3 minutes?
Your time is up, Ms. Cassanelli. Appreciate you coming.
I asked you, I am dialoguing directly with you, and I'm asking if you will not interrupt me next week so I can have my 3 minutes, just like Rycke Brown and everybody else that gets up at the media.
You need to stop talking.
You need to stop interrupting me when I have my 3 minutes.
Please sit down.
I will sit down.
Anyone else for 3 minutes? Ms. Cassanelli, I think last week, was it last week? I tried to...
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? Yeah, we're going to have to just give it another little week. So, anyone else for 3 minutes?
Why is that?
Because the actions that you exhibited last time don't merit the opportunity to come before the board.
You were the one that...
I appreciate that, but I'm the one who's sitting on this side of the dais in this position, so until that changes, that's my ruling. Anyone else for 3 minutes?